if what they say that there is alien, hybrid, giants, human, if what they say were true, we would be all giants by now. Do you look like a giant? We would all be looking like giants if it were true, but it's not true. And they say aliens, aliens in the Vatican. Alien, they want you to believe in the alien. Chuck Missler, an extraterrestrial message, again, alien. And what he's preaching, Chuck Missler, is that we are hybrids. Just like them. There's absolutely no difference between their preaching. Chuck Missler is saying human, hybrid, mutation and cloning Chuck Missler. Chuck Missler wants you to think that you are a hybrid. Jonathan Kleck wants you to think you are a hybrid. Sid Roth wants you to think that you're a hybrid alien. This guy is saying that there is no rapture. And he's also saying that there is no tribulation either. He's saying that there is no rapture and there is no great tribulation.
Don't look for no Jesus to come back and take you out of the earth and this great thing happen down here. The great thing is already happening down here. There's tribulation around the world.
He said that there is tribulation around the world, and at the beginning he's saying that there is no great tribulation. So he again contradicted himself.
I want you to notice this series consists of a few teachings. I like the first one, when we talked about the Jew, the true Jew, opposed to the racial Jew, the Christian Jew, all this stuff. We went into that, and it was quite a long one, but that was series 1. Series 2, off the wall, totally wrong. Proof text is totally fake, off the wall, totally wrong. Then we went into John, type of the church being raptured in Revelations 4:1. We looked at that. Proof text is totally fake, off the wall, totally wrong. Just to get the little proof text that I was taught and the whole pre-tribulation rapture theory rest upon. This is a fairly new theory. It only came in 1830 and it's been propagated ever since that. Before that, no church father taught a pre-tribulation rapture. In other words, the church would be raptured off the earth before the Great Tribulation. Well, even that's wrong, because there is no Great Tribulation as we...
So, you heard him? He's saying that there is no Great Tribulation.
You would understand rapture. In other words, the church would be raptured off the earth before the Great Tribulation. Well, even that's wrong, because there is no Great Tribulation as we would understand it.
So there is no Great Tribulation according to him, and there is no rapture neither. I'm going to show you a video that you will see that they can manage to make people believe anything with outward appearance. You will believe things because of the outward appearance.
The amazing Randy. Well, we invited him back tonight for a very special reason. Here he is, the amazing Randy. Performing as a magician, but you have also been what I would like to have. All of us are very pleased, not just pleased, but excited to have you with us. Now, you claim to have psychic powers, don't you?
Yes, I do.
Is this something that you have discovered recently, or have you known of it since childhood? How did it all begin?
Well, everyone's born with it. It's just a matter of development.
How did you develop your psychic power?
Well, through background and through training from an old Chinese master.
What
So he's saying that he has psychic power.
sort of training?
Martial arts, kung fu.
I lie.
Yes.
So you see there is a pencil on a table, and he's saying that he can move it with the psychic power. So you saw the pencil moved with its psychic power, but you have been deceived. You have been deceived by the outward appearance, because what really happened is that he blew on the pencil to make it move. He just blew on it, but it looks like psychic power.
Who claims to have psychic powers? James Heydrich. Earlier in our show, if you saw it, I'm sure you were flim-flam. See, now, you originally asked him to demonstrate in two different ways his psychic power, but as I understand it, you are now prepared to waive the demonstration with the pencil.
Yes, and the reason is rather simple, because the pencil reacts to even the currents of the air conditioning in this studio. It would be very difficult to try to put controls on it in such a way that normal currents of air that are present all the time would not move the pencil. For example, it moves very, very easily.
So you see, he could do it too. He could do it too. So what it's proving is that you have been deceived by what you see. It's all magic trick. He could do it too, because it's by blowing on it.
All right, you're not going to ask him to do that. That's one down, one to go, James. You are prepared to pay him $10,000 if he can turn the page of the telephone directory with certain controls.
That's right.
You have the $10,000, do you, Randy?
I do indeed. It's right here. I've carried this check now for going on 17 years, Bob. There it is, a check for $10,000 awardable to the gentleman should he be able to successfully perform the demonstration.
I would like to introduce our panel of judges. And our first judge here...
I think that it's pretty logical. We've experimented with it, Bob, and that's what we have determined in the experiments.
Very well. Are you ready to proceed?
I am indeed.
Judges, you're ready? James?
Ready?
So he has to move the page of the telephone, the book telephone, without moving the styrofoam next to it. But he won't be able to do it because he was doing it by blowing on it. So he won't be able to do it, proving that he's a deceiver, magician. He cannot do it. He cannot do it. A liar.
This
Ask us to ask Randy to allow you...
demonstrating that the pages were clinging together didn't demonstrate it to my satisfaction. I think...
James, helpful to you?
The static is going to still be here.
It's not going to turn for you?
No, it isn't.
Well, have you reached the point then when at which we can declare the demonstration terminated?
This isn't a magician's trick. I can't just come up, bang, bang, and it's over. I have to be to where I can work with something small and then big, you know, to build up my own self. So this is, you know, it isn't a trick. It has to be done. You know, this is just, it's power. It's mental power.
The conditions agreed upon have been fulfilled. And of course we can't change the conditions now in midstream. So
Do you see the pyramid and sign? Even him doing it. They are deceivers. He says that it's not a magic trick, but it's a magic trick. Illusion. Magic illusion.
In our weaknesses, forgives us and cleanses us when we repent. Bring us to repentance. Bring us to your knees. And erect yourself a great army that will go forth with one mind, in unity, to conquer, to defeat the enemy, and to do greater works than you did, because you said that we would.
She just said that the army of the God of the angel armies, okay, she said that we will do greater work than Jesus. She just said that we will do greater works than Jesus. Not only she's saying that you need to obey the law and so do work, she's just said that we will do, as the army of God, we will do greater works than Jesus. So now you know that she's a deceiver, son of Satan. She just said we will do greater work than Jesus. Are you greater than Jesus?
And when we come back, bring us to repentance, bring us to your knees. And erect yourself a great army that will go forth with one mind, in unity, to conquer, to defeat the enemy, and to do greater works than you did, because you said that we would.
Greater works than Jesus.
And he'll look at them and say, away from me, I never knew you. Those of you who practice lawlessness. That word lawlessness means Torah-lessness. They didn't keep covenant with him. They didn't keep the marriage contract. They didn't obey his laws. These are the people that say, the law's been done away with. We don't have to obey it anymore. We live under the age of grace. These are the people that he's going to look at and say, away from me, I never knew you. Even though you did miracles in my name and you casted out demons. But that's the only place that you're going to find it in these day and age, because deception is everywhere. And his bride has been deceived for too long. And you're going to find it in these day and age, because deception is everywhere.